A trajectory action allows a player to plot a course from one point on the map to another. It expands the length of a trajectory. Completion and pass actions do just the opposite. They shrink a trajectory. Except for the sinking of its ships, once in play, a task force remains in play until it completes. Completion is an action that allows a task force to be removed from play. It represents the ships of that task force coming into port. The active player declares that one of their task forces will attempt completion. They designate the task force. It may be a trajectory or a station, but it must be in a friendly port. That means its station or one of its trajectory segments is in the port hex. There are two restrictions that apply only to trajectories. It may not be longer than 6 segments, and it may not have an intel attachment. Success is not automatic. The opponent makes a seize initiative attempt to stop it. That means they roll 2 dice and hope for a sum of 9. If the seize initiative attempt succeeds, completion fails. The designated task force performs time-lapse, and then the opponent performs actions as the new active player. If the seize initiative attempt does not work, the completion action succeeds, and the task force is removed from play. The pass action allows a player to designate one of their trajectories. It performs time-lapse. Then, initiative automatically changes hands. If the player has nothing on the board but stations, they can't perform time-lapse, but they can still declare a pass action. A pass action may be expanded to involve all of a player's trajectories. This is called all pass, and it is possible only if a specific leader is in play. When declared, each trajectory performs time-lapse. All pass is possible twice in a game for each player. Use the leader marker as a mnemonic to keep track of all pass actions. The signals action allows the active player to target an intel marker attached to an enemy trajectory. Replace the marker with a task force station. If a contact marker was also attached to the same segment the intel marker was attached to, it remains attached to the station. Other contact markers and intel markers attached to the target task force are removed along with their trajectory segments. Then, one trajectory belonging to the active player may perform time-lapse, but only if in the target hex. Finally, the target player is allowed a seize initiative opportunity. If they choose not to make the attempt, they gain an evasive maneuvers marker, which must be assigned to one of their task forces.